Alright, we've got to clean out right here in the front yard. Got the water running. Let's see what we got. Got quite a bit of glare on the screen, so can't always see 100% while I'm out here. We'll take another look though whenever we get back to the office. Alright, looks like we pretty quickly go into cast iron. So they've replumbed it with PVC at the house, looks like, but then still got some cast iron out in the yard. So this would be a good time to take a look at this pipe. Got some scale, got some buildup at the bottom. Pretty typical. We do call this a defect, just, you know, cast iron to begin with, just because it's cast iron. It's at the end of its useful life. This stuff, they stopped using this quite a long time ago, and so pretty much all of it now is beyond its useful life, especially these lateral runs. It rots from the bottom. You can't always see, so I want to go out here. I got some bugs. Got some looks like some American roaches hanging out in the sewer. Not unusual. Let's see if we can get out to the street. We got a joint here. Fine. Some water sitting here. It might be a little bit of a belly, but let's see what it looks like on the way back. We got water running, so you know it's not unusual for water to kind of sit in little spots in this cast iron. On the way back, we'll stop the water, see how it looks. Let's see if I can clean my camera off a little bit. Got a little bit of stuff on. There we go. A little cleaner. About 50 foot out now. Let's see, did we go? This could be our drop down. Yeah, right here. This could be our drop down. Let's see if we can get to a main. Alright. Might get stuck right here. These cast iron, we just can't turn too many times with it. We got about 55 feet. And it gets a little bit rough going around corners. Alright, so we do got possibly a clean out right there where we went down. Let me see, just in case we have a clean out the road where we went down and we could possibly access it. So let me take another look at this as we pull back. This may be as far as we can go. We got a good look at it. We see we got cast iron, but we can't turn too many times with cast iron because it's rough. Going around them corners will hold you up a little bit. Okay, well, we're coming into, here it is right here. Might be. Let's see if there's a cap right there. There might be a cap right there. Let me see. So I'm going to put the camera right here, and I'm going to try to locate this. Alright, I was able to locate it, but I wasn't able to access any clean out. But I might have got past it. I might have got past the curve here. Push through a little bit. Let's see. It gets a little rough making these bends. We might be able to get through. I'd like to see where the main connects. If possible, we should be coming up to it. We're right at the street. You can see, the further we go, the more corrosion we got. Again, not unusual for cast iron. A lot of scale, a lot of buildup. All right, here we go. All right, we made it to the main. Good, 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 good. Here we go. We got our main. So we can get to the main. We got flow. Very, very good. Very good. Now, we are dealing with cast iron pipe here, though. And so there's a lot of corrosion. Eventually, this line will probably have to be replaced. At this point, it probably does need to be cleaned out and then rescoped. But we are getting water to the main. And we're able to scope the whole way to the main, about 70 feet from the cleanout that's in front of the house. So not too bad for cast iron. You know, we're able to get there. Again, you can see the scale, you can see the buildup. So now what we're going to do is cut the water off and then pull back with the water off so we can see the bottom of the pipe. That's where most of the danger is with cast iron. So let's cut the water off, let it drain, and we'll come back. All right, should have the water stop now. We'll start pulling back, and we want to pay attention to what the pipe looks like on the bottom on the way back. We got about 70 feet to pull back. We successfully did get to the main. We got some bugs in here, but that's very, very normal, especially for the older areas, downtown areas. So that's very normal. Old joint. Now see this cast iron pipe, you can see the scale around it, the buildup. And this stuff rots from the bottom, so you can see the channel at the bottom. Now sometimes that's just water cutting through the scale. Sometimes though it's starting to rot in the bottom, and it'll literally just rot that bottom channel out. So we highly recommend get this cleaned. Use a hydrojet can kind of clean a lot of this out, and then rescope this, get a better look. You see little pockets of water here and there. We want to look for any obvious breaks, and of course we cannot tell if there's any breaks because of all the scale buildup, but we want to see if we can see them. Also, any large areas holding a lot of water, that's another thing we want to try to find and avoid. So far, we look pretty good for what it is. And our advice with cast iron pipe, especially lateral runs that are going like this, is, it's past its service life, so plan on having to eventually replace this one day. I can't really predict when, but at this point, you want to do some regular maintenance. A sewer line like this, you want to scope this regularly, maybe every year or two, and have it cleaned out as necessary. You want to maintain this line best you can. A lot of buildup at the bottom. See, it's not really round anymore, so you got a lot of buildup going on at the bottom. And that can be grease, scale, all that stuff. And I got a big bad glare on my screen, so I can't always see all that good when I'm out in the field. So I always tell people in the videos that this video is not the final report. I'm going to get back to the office, look at it a little bit more carefully on a bigger screen. I can pause and zoom in. You just see a lot of buildup at the bottom of this pipe. But I mean, water did flow. We flowed a lot of water. It's kind of to be expected. Water is getting to the main. I don't think we didn't run into any bellies. A bunch of water standing anywhere. Just got some buildup in the bottom of it though. So a cleaning, rescope, and then maintain it. Now we're back to the PVC. Should be right here close to this fitting. All right, we made it back. Now I'm gonna see if I can turn the other way. See what I can do going back the other way. Sometimes I can get back there, sometimes I can't. All right, now let's go back towards the house. Just take a quick look. Usually not a whole lot to see, but it doesn't hurt while we're here. Let's take a look at this pipe too. We do have the roaches going up into the house. Now they'll be stopped by. Don't worry, they'll be stopped by P-traps and stuff like that as they get in. But we do. This is interesting for the pest control side. Yeah, you can see the little buggers like to get up in the pipes. So anytime any of these traps dry out, they can certainly get access then. All right, here's the clean out up underneath there. So from what I can tell in here, the plumbing inside the house looks pretty good. And a lot of water was run. That seemed fine. The main concern is we got some cast iron that probably needs to be cleaned and maintained. and maybe re-scoped after it's been cleaned. But nothing major, nothing too scary to call out. That's very, very typical for cast iron. So we'll pull this all back. We'll get the report done and send it over. We're back out.